Hello students, today we will start our next topic, that is on the DNA replication. DNA replication is a basic fundamental process and which occur into the all living organisms. The process is called replication. During the replication, each double strand of DNA act as a template for the reproduction of their complementary strands, and this complementary strands transmitted into the next generation. There are the some general character of DNA replication. First, it is a semi-conservative process. Semi-conservative process means both strands of double-stranded DNA act as a template. It is a bidirectional process, which means it occurs start from a specific point that is known as origin of replication, and from this point it proceeds into both direction, either clockwise and anti-clockwise directions. It proceeds into the 5' to 3' directions. It occurs with the high degree of fidelity, means correctness. It is a multi-enzymatic process. DNA replications occur through the three different steps. First is the initiations. During the initiations, it formed the initiation complex, then it converted into the closed complex, and finally it converted into the open complex. Then elongation of both strand, leading and lagging strand, and final is the termination. Initiation. During the initiation start from the specific point that is known as ORIC, and this origins of replication is consist with that the 313 base pairs sequence that is known 13th mer, and the 4 or 5 9 base pair sequence is known as 19th mer. During the initial steps, approximate 20 molecule of the DNA proteins bind with the 13 base pairs of 13 mer sequence, and causing into that the wrapping of the DNA around the DNA proteins along with the ATP. And this DNA proteins, by using the ATPs, forms the DNA from the 13th mer base pair sequence. Further, the two molecule of the DNA B along with the one molecule of DNA C, by using the ATP, bind with this open complex, and then the DNA B molecules, by using the ATP, release the DNA C, and the DNA B act as a helicase complex and bind with the both opposite strands of DNA and start the opening of both of the strands of DNA. Strands, and here I explains that the DNA B act as that of the helicase and migrate along to the 5' 3' directions. The activity of the helicase causing into the negative supercoiling into the DNA. This stress removed by the DNA gyrase enzymes, and then they can proceeds the DNA replications by formation of a open initiation complex. During the initiations, the E. coli special type of the primase enzyme synthesizing into the primers, and this primase enzymes form the short RNA primers. The 3' end of this primers recognized by the DNA polymerase third enzyme, and then causing into the elongation. During the elongations, there are the two type of the strand. First is leading strand and lagging strand. The leading strand synthesized continuously without any break, but the lagging strand synthesized in the form of small Okazaki fragments. So during the leading strands, initially the small fragment of the RNA is added, which are complementary to the 3' end of the old strands, and the 3' end of this primer is recognized by DNA polymerase third enzyme, and which causing the elongations. The synthesis of the lagging strand is a complex process in which the DNA fragments are synthesized in the form of small Okazaki fragments. Initially, the first RNA primers is added, then the recognized by DNA polymerase third enzyme and causing to the elongations, and new DNTPs are also added. But it is a complex process. Both of the leading and lagging strands synthesize by into the same DNA polymerase enzyme. So DNA polymerase is a complex enzyme. It consists with the DNA helicase A, DNA G, they are the primases, and this unit is known as the primosomes. DNA polymerase third enzymes consist with the two parts. There are the two core subunits which are causing into to the elongation of both leading and lagging strands simultaneously. During the elongations, helicase in front of the primase and DNA polymerase third enzymes causing into that the opening of the DNA, both strand of DNA, and travel along to the 5' to 3' directions. DNA G primase occasionally add the short fragment of the RNA primers into the lagging stands, and the new beta clump is positions at the primers by the beta loading complex of the DNA polymerase third. When the Okazaki fragment synthesis is completed, replication is stops, and the core subunit dissociated, and then the sliding clumps is associated with the new clump, and then the synthesis of new Okazaki fragments is started. So both of the leading and lagging strands synthesize simultaneously, and they can move into the 5' to 3' directions by using the complex DNA polymerase third enzyme. Finally is the termination. Terminations eventually the two replication fork of circular DNA molecules into the E. coli stop at the terminations recognizing sequence that is commonly known as TER sequence. The TER sequence is to the 23 base pairs arranged onto the chromosomes and create the trap for the replication fork. The sequence is bound with a special type of protein is known as TUS protein. The TUS and TUS proteins arrest the DNA replication fork only in the one direction. The TUS and TUS first encounters either of the replication fork and stop the replications. Other opposite replication fork halted when it collided with into the first TER and TUS protein complex on the opposite sides. Then they can form that of the circular DNA molecules. They can convert it into a catenated chromosomes, and finally they can from that the terminations of replications point the catenated proteins removes bind to the DNA topoisomerase. These are the DNA topoisomerase second enzymes. It is known as topoisomerase 4. They can maybe cut the both strand of circular DNA and segregate and transmitted these strands to the daughter cell. Thanks.